So imagine driving a car down the highway at like 70 miles an hour.
Right.
And while you're driving, the car somehow takes its own engine apart, finds a bottleneck, and then upgrades its own horsepower without you ever touching the steering wheel.
That is a wild image, but I mean, that's exactly what we are seeing right now.
It really is. And that is essentially what OpenAI's new model just did to its own servers.
Welcome to the deep dive, everyone.
Glad to be here.
Today, we're taking your sources, and our mission for you is understanding how AI is, violently breaking out of the chatbot box, hitting real-world legal walls, and ultimately ending up right in your pocket.
Yeah, so let's unpack this self-upgrading AI first. We are looking at OpenAI's new GPT-5.5, which, funnily enough, was internally codenamed Spud.
Spud, really?
Yeah, Spud. And before it even launched, it actually used its own code writing abilities to analyze OpenAI's server infrastructure, rewrite the software pathing, and then push a live update that boosted server speeds by 20%. Which, I mean, sounds absolutely incredible until you actually look at the price tag.
Yeah.
Because they doubled the API cost for developers.
Yeah, they did double it. But they claim the model is 40% more token efficient.
Meaning it outputs answers using less compute, right?
Yeah.
Just to offset the price. But does it actually balance out? Like if I'm building an app, I'm still paying twice as much upfront.
Well, it is a gamble, definitely. But the math does work out if you're doing complex tasks. Think of it kind of like hiring a master carpenter versus an apprentice.
Okay, I'm following.
The master charges twice as much per hour, right? But finishes the cabinet in half the time without making any mistakes.
Wow.
So if the AI gets the coding task right on the first try, you use way fewer tokens overall.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that makes sense.
And models are even learning to manage this themselves now. Like Anthropic's new Claude 4.7 introduced these task budgets, which actually lets the model self-moderate how much compute it spends on a problem so it doesn't just bankrupt you.
Oh, so it's literally giving the AI an allowance.
Exactly. And the sheer scale of computing power backing this up globally is just staggering. I mean, Tencent is pouring $5 billion into models like HI3.
Wow.
Yeah. And Google Gemini just previewed their deep research agent, and VO 3.1 for video.
And hardware is totally matching it, right?
Yeah.
Because Google and NVIDIA are teaming up on those Vera Rubin A5X systems to link 1 million GPUs.
1 million. It is just an insane amount of raw compute.
It really is.
And what's fascinating here is that all this immense abstract digital power is fundamentally building brains for physical machines. We are moving from digital pixels to, well, physical robotics.
Like that CBPR 2026 Manaprina competition coming up.
Yes, exactly, where these frontier models are actually being tested on real-world physical reasoning, like picking up and manipulating physical objects.
But, that ability for AI to act autonomously and physically is exactly what is terrifying regulators right now.
Oh, absolutely. It's hitting massive speed bumps.
Seriously. I actually tried to read the original legal documents on the recent AI trilateral negotiations for you guys, but ironically, I was blocked by an automated security bot.
Wait, really? A bot blocked you?
Yes. It gave me a Cloudflare error, Ray ID 9F1724 gay 999, the year a high 54 to be exact. A machine literally prevented a human from reading laws about machines.
That is perfectly ironic. But, those regulatory walls they are building are very real. The FDA just slapped a drug manufacturer with a warning letter because their unvalidated AI missed critical process validation steps.
And that FDA ruling, that really feels like the crux of the whole legal debate right now. Companies want the efficiency of AI, but regulators are realizing how impossible it is to govern an autonomous black box.
Right. And lawmakers are just scrambling. Colorado just had to delay and severely narrow its sweeping AI law to focus purely on basic automated decision-making.
And the EU is doing the same thing, right? I read they might even push their major AI Act deadlines all the way to 2028.
Yeah, they might. So if we connect this to the bigger picture, it begs the question of accountability.
Yeah, like if states and the EU are backing down or delaying these broad laws, who actually holds the leash when an AI makes a real-world mistake? Say, in that drug manufacturing plant.
Well, the FDA actually gave us the answer to that.
You do?
The human. Exactly. Accountability cannot be outsourced to code.
So you can't just blame the algorithm.
Right. When that drug company effectively tried to say, hey, the AI missed the requirement, the FDA essentially replied, no, you missed it. The human always remains the ultimate legal backstop.
It is just fascinating how this massive, trillion-dollar infrastructure and intense legal tension eventually distills down into a casual utility on your phone.
Oh, yeah, straight into your pocket.
Because Apple, notably led by their new CEO John Ternus now, just dropped iOS 26.4,
Uh,
and the AI features are almost jarringly low stakes.
they really are. I mean, we're talking AI-generate playlist playgrounds in Apple Music.
Right, and Shazam finally working offline. Plus, a new AI-generated Sasquatch emoji.
A Sasquatch emoji. It just perfectly captures the duality of where we are right now.
Oh.
Well, on one end, you have high-stakes FDA compliance where a single AI error could literally ruin a pharmaceutical batch.
Right, huge consequences.
But on the other end, that exact same underlying frontier technology is being used to generate a gym playlist with, maybe a little too much 80s pop.
It's a surreal contrast. AI is really maturing from this cool digital novelty into a highly regulated physical utility that just silently surrounds us.
It's everywhere.
Which leaves you with a final thought to mull over today. If an AI is now smart enough to tune its own servers while driving down the highway, will you soon need specialized AI agents just to police the legal compliance of all the other AIs operating on your behalf?
That is the big question.
Because if you are the ultimate legal backstop, you're going to need a lot of help reading the fine print. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.